Questionnaire Part 2, Take 1. So we're back where we started, huh?
Welcome back, Batman. It's time for another round with the questionnaire.
Yeah, okay, so could we just, skip the middleman here and maybe just, get to the part where you tell me
First, we have to recap what happened last time. You had to save a woman named Meredith.
Yes,
who
I
was
remember.
Not your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
It's just some lady. And I gave you 3 questions to determine where she was. My master plan was complete, but you gave me some constructive criticism, and I took it.
Okay,
I took it.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're, trying to, learn from your mistakes. I still don't get why you're so intent on, being a villain.
I mean, some people have a calling, and mine is this.
I don't think it is the thing.
This is my calling. I don't care if I suck at it. I want to be one of those guys.
You do suck at it. But the thing is, you're really good at being a loving father and, a caring person, which is what confuses
That has
me.
nothing to do with this today, Batman.
All right.
You'll notice I'm wearing an outfit.
Yeah, no,
Looks
I
pretty
did notice
good.
a lot of exclamation points, which I think is funny.
Apparently the Riddler bought all the exclamation points. Or the question marks, rather. So I only was left with these.
They were out of material.
They were out of material, so I got this brat green suit. I've also hit the gym, I think you'll notice.
Yeah, I did notice. Yeah, you're very henched in the arms, but not much going on in the legs.
Well, cause, okay.
I've noticed, one pec is really, strong, and then the other one was completely not worked out.
Because I was typing with the other hand.
You were typing.
Yes, my master plan, this new one.
You were at the gym lifting weights with one hand and typing with the other?
I'm multitasking. Anyway,
That's insane.
Question 1, Batman.
All right.
In order to save my newest victim. Question 1,
Yeah, shoot.
how much air is there?
How much air is there?
How much?
In general, on Earth?
How much air is there?
I can't answer that question for you.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
You can try.
You can't quantify. Are we talking about just on Earth? How much air is there? It's completely open-ended.
Nah, I don't think so. What does a scientist consider air?
What?
What does a scientist consider air?
Are you talking about space or air?
Well, if it's not on Earth, does a scientist consider it air?
If it's not on Earth, that's a completely different question. Is that question 2?
No, I'm trying to help you through it.
You're trying to help me through. So do you know the answer to this?
Irrelevant.
So you don't even have the answer, which means that this can't possibly relate to the case that you're bringing.
I don't think I'm called the answeraire. I'm the questionnaire. I ask questions, Batman. Do you do things with things that aren't bats, like rats? No, you're a bat guy.
Yeah, but I solve crimes.
Yeah.
I'm a detective.
That's the man
bat
part.
thing is
That's the man part.
No, okay. Well, actually, that's fair.
There you go.
I guess, yeah, solving crime falls under the man category.
Indeed. So, any answers?
No.
Great.
Not a single one.
While you're gnawing that one over,
Wait, what?
Let's go to question
I can't gnaw
2.
it, but okay.
How much does water weigh?
What?
How much does water weigh?
How much does water weigh?
How much does water weigh?
How much water?
Water.
You say water?
Yeah.
Think
Think about it.
all the water
Think
in the
about
world?
it.
What do you
How-
mean think about it?
How much does
Think
water?
about it. I've got
Yeah.
some kind of brain teaser.
I mean, I think
This is you could just as easily ask me, how much do you think?
I mean, okay.
Like,
if I'm correct, you said to make my questions harder.
yeah, not impossible. Not just completely unquantifiable.
I think you did not specify.
Well, it's also how does this tie in?
They all tie in,
Okay,
just like
how
last time.
how much does water weigh? Not a lot.
Well, no.
Okay,
wrong.
sure, quite a bit.
Incorrect.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Really?
While I'm considering it, let's move on to my 3rd question, Batman. Third question. How hot is fire?
You are. I actually, I'm starting to think that you might actually be insane. Like maybe you should be in Arkham.
But how am I such a good father if I'm insane?
Like I didn't say, but you were a bad man. I said you were insane.
Yeah.
Like it's not like just because you're insane doesn't make you horrible and evil.
Well, I appreciate that, but I would like to be evil like all the other villains.
Why?
Because
you're
that's
not
my
good
calling.
at it. You're not only are you not good at it, it's like you just. I feel like it's just not in your nature.
Okay, full story.
Full story.
Full stop. I had to afford daycare for my kid. That's why I did the last
Right,
crime.
exactly.
And I was gonna maybe turn it all around, but then I got fired from Walmart for tying up an employee.
Yeah, crazy to do that on, like in the work environment.
Yeah, so I gotta start from scratch. So I got a job at the zoo.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what went wrong there that you're here now?
Well, we'll get to that, especially if you solve my questions.
Hold on, are you implying, wait, just the way you answered that, are you implying that the crime that you've committed, you did again on the grounds of your workplace?
I'm not implying anything. You're inferring that.
It kind of sounds like the way that you answered that then means that you definitely did.
No.
Because you didn't say no.
No.
And it seems like that's a pretty clear no if you didn't do that.
No comment.
Who is trapped in your work?
Your brother, Batman.
What?
Yes, I trapped your brother in a place that you'll have to figure out.
My brother.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the guy's name?
Well, he has the same last name as you. Batman. Jerry Batman.
Questionnaire. I know that you're really passionate about this.
Yes.
And I really want to be like polite and kind because I do think you're a good guy.
I've gotten to your soul this time, haven't I?
No, you haven't. He's not related to me. Do you think when I go home at night and get in bed, I keep this mask and costume on and this is just my full identity?
I
mean, it kind of is. Like, you know, it's like, we could go into like the whole like, you know, I was a boy and now I'm a bat thing.
Batman, I'm not stupid. I know you take off your mask and outfit. I just don't think you
What do you think my name is when I take the mask
Hold on,
off?
let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
You go home and you take off your mask and outfit. I just don't think you look that different underneath the mask and outfit.
You think that my head is just shaped exactly like this, and when I take off the mask, there are like ears on my head that point up?
Yeah. Why
go
would you
above
be
my head.
Batman if that wasn't the case? If you weren't part bat?
So let me ask you a follow-up question. When I take this mask off, what do you think my name is?
Steve Batman.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's just, I thought you were gonna say Batman, but like,
Well,
Steve Batman.
Steve Batman.
So you think that the difference between me when I'm in my civilian alter ego,
the Steve,
and when I'm just a regular Joe, and when I'm a superhero, you think the difference is the pronunciation of the name?
No, that and you get rid of Steve and you make it the Batman, and Steve Batman.
Getting back to the point, this man you've kidnapped is not related to me.
Okay, well that's up for debate.
Also, by the way, you're completely and totally wrong, and I can't believe that anyone would ever think that.
Well,
you are literally the only person in the world. Do you know how many crazy individuals I deal with every day? Every day, you're the only person that would make like the Mad Hatter or like Killer Moth or someone like that. Even the Joker go like, "What is this guy talking about?"
Agree to disagree. Anyway.
Not an agree to disagree.
Anyway, while you're mulling over those questions, I'll give you a little hint as to where Jerry Batman is.
Okay.
Your brother, probably.
Is he at the zoo? Yeah, right, yeah.
No.
You already no. Dude, let's just cut to the part where you just tell me where
he's in.
You need to stop doing this on your workplace's like grounds.
Why do you If it was in my workplace, why do you think I would have gotten a job there? To complete a master plan?
You're getting jobs only to commit crimes in the workplace?
I need the money for daycare and I'm gonna raise it. By being a villain.
Dude, rob a bank, for God's sake. How does this do anything for you? You're not even doing money crime.
You're gonna save Jerry, and he's gonna give me money. When he gets
Jerry's
out.
gonna give you money?
Yeah.
You think after all of this is said and done, after I've saved Jerry, he's gonna, like, Venmo you?
Yeah, he'll be so grateful I didn't kill him. Anyway.
Really? Out of gratitude?
Yes. Anyway, he's in a place where there are lions.
The zoo. The lion enclosure at the zoo. We've already established that he's at the zoo.
There are other places where there's lions. And...
Africa? Would you fly him out? What kind of budget do you have for this operation?
Okay, it's one of the two. Either Africa
It's
or the
one
zoo.
of the two. It's either Africa or the zoo?
Where I work. Or a different zoo.
Where were you before this? just to be my own little
In a
questionnaire
police
here.
car.
Coming
that
from?
happened to be coming from the zoo.
Right. So you you
Near
were in
the
a
south
police
entrance where the lion enclosure is.
So you were
Anyway.
at the zoo.
Well, okay, but yeah. No. In a coincidence.
I'm asking the questions. If you're really the questionnaire,
I'm
you'll
asking the
answer the
questions.
questions.
I'm the questionnaire. My question is, I was in the lion enclosure.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
rather
Glad
sorry.
that we, like-
I was in a place where there's lions, and I was tying up Jerry to a chair, and I covered him with stakes. So those hungry lions are gonna have their way with him unless you answer my questions.
Right. That would be really scary if it wasn't winter and the lions were all inside.
Come again?
Yeah, it was the outdoor enclosure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lions are inside. It's winter. They come from Africa where there's no snow. And we're in New Jersey.
Well, okay, you say that, but when I was there, they were cleaning the inside, and the lions were being kept outside while they waited. And as I was being carted away by the cops, I saw the lions start
What?
eating him. So time's a wasting.
So it started?
Started eating, began.
Okay, so there's no began. There's no between.
What do you mean?
There's no
Between
third
started
space
and
there.
began?
Yeah, no. If they started eating this guy, he's been eaten.
What do you mean?
How far away is the zoo from here?
That's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a half-hour drive.
And there was a lot of traffic.
And you're positive that you saw them start eating him.
For sure.
Was he in pain?
He was screaming.
So he's dead.
What? No, you have to...
Questionnaire, you need to stop for a second because you need to understand. This is very serious. You've just crossed a serious boundary, like
I
a
made
serious
it
line.
more urgent. That was the other part. I
You
had
made
to
it
make
more
it more
urgent.
urgent than Walmart.
You killed a man. You're a good guy, and you killed a man.
No, I would never do that. I'm counting.
You would
on
never
to-
do that. When was the point? Was that what was going through your head as you saw the man you tied with stakes attached to him?
I was like, oh,
to a chair?
this happened fast.
And he's being mauled by lions. Is that what went through your head? I would never kill a man.
I mean, it wasn't at the forefront of my mind. I wasn't thinking he's dead now. I was like,
Well, he is
Batman
dead
better
now.
be act fast.
Really?
Yes.
And you, instead of contacting someone, or at least trying to contact me, you sat there and looked at him as he was being mauled and went, well, gosh, I hope Batman gets out here. The zoo is in a rural area. The bat signal doesn't, like, go that far.
I think I screwed up.
You think you screwed up?
I think I might have screwed up.
You're gonna...
Feel bad.
A man was killed, eaten by a lion?
Yeah, hungry lions. Hey, your
And
brother of all
you're
people,
gonna
you should be
reduce
sadder
that,
than me.
You're gonna reduce that to a goof?
Yeah, whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie.
Dude, you were like, you had a lot going for you. You're a
Yeah.
good guy, and now you're like, you got full-on murder and a full confession.
I think
by
it
the
was
way.
manslaughter because I didn't
No.
mean for it to happen.
No.
I was counting on you to save him.
This isn't on me.
Yeah, it is. You're Batman.
Are you trying to blame me?
You're part bat. You should hear the screams.
What do you think this is, dumbass? Like,
Yo. Wow.
no, don't say yo. Don't end with yo.
You're giving
In
me
all
a
my
lot of
years,
heat.
in the 25 years that I've been Batman,
Yeah.
never one time has a villain hit me with yo. So first of all, let's like not cross that boundary.
Yo, bro.
All right, now you're pissing me
I'm
off.
feeling bad. I'm feeling down.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
A little
You've killed a
depressed.
man.
Well, yeah, but he was, yeah.
So, but he was what?
He was
But he was
a
what?
victim of a supervillain's master plan.
And that makes him what, expendable?
It makes him your responsibility, Batman.
I'm just looking through the database here.
Oh, don't go to your Apple Watch.
Jerry Bateman. Jerry Bateman. You didn't even say the name right. It was Bateman.
Batman.
No, there's an E.
Bat. It's like British.
No.
Batman.
Bateman. You didn't even say the name right. So it didn't even say Batman. You're
Well,
just
how do you spell Batman?
without an E.
Oh.
As it sounds.
News to me.
As it sounds.
News to me.
Just looking here,
So you're Steve Bateman?
He was a young man. He had a mother and father who loved him, took him through school. He was in seminary to be a priest, buddy.
What? Okay,
Okay.
but he had. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
Where did
sad.
you find this guy?
At the zoo.
You're just walking around the zoo.
He was like, "Ooh, look, I love the lions," and I was like, "How much?"
Okay.
Yeah.
This is really bad.
This is bad. Pretty bad.
This is so bad,
Could
actually.
you? Hey.
What?
Could you?
Don't. You're talking to me in a tone that I feel like you're about to ask me a
man.
favor.
Hey, I need to ask you a solid.
Okay.
Can you?
Wow.
Can you just make this go away?
Make it go away. Like what? Like
Give me
like you made Jerry go away from his family?
Give me a
Like you made
do-over.
Jerry go away from his friends at the house that he was living in with his friends who were going to seminary with him?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just give me a do-over. Let me try
A
again.
do-over?
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you think this is?
I think this is my calling, and this was a bad day.
This was more than a bad day.
This was a bad afternoon.
You've ended a man's life, so you do have to go to jail.
Aw.
And because it was a violent crime, and because you are clearly you're asking like questions that don't have answers, and like you're don't feel any remorse. Clearly,
You never
just,
been
like, feel like
stumped
you
by one of
did-
the Riddler's riddles?
I've been stumped by the Riddler's riddles, but they all had things to do with like the task at hand, and also they were really well thought out.
All right, for next time, I'm gonna
No,
try to make.
there's not going to be a next time.
Have more to do with the task at hand.
You're not. This is more. We're past constructive criticism here. You've screwed up for the last time. I have to make sure you're taken away. The lucky thing for you, okay? The lucky thing for you is that we don't have space at Arkham. Also, I think that you need serious help. Like, not like Arkham where they neglect people.
Interesting.
You need actual help because you clearly are like blurring lines between right and wrong. The people at Arkham just know what they're doing is wrong and they don't care.
Yeah.
You just like can't tell.
I thought you enjoyed the last one.
No,
I
didn't.
A fun afternoon for you, Batman.
There's something clinical going on.
Honestly, I did this all for you. Jerry
That's
did
not
it
sweet.
For you.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Jerry's life ended because you decided to throw him in the lion exhibit.
All right.
I need to. Okay, so you're not going to. Just to make sure we're clear about what's going on. You're not going to Arkham.
Thanks.
Okay? No thanks.
Thank
I
you.
would send you there if I could. They would eat you alive.
Right.
I can't send you to Arkham.
Much like the lions ate Jerry Bateman.
Much like the lions ate. Oh, jeez.
Fast. Like they
You
were
also,
hungry.
by the way, just screw you for this. I'm the one that has to deal with this. I have to explain to Commissioner Gordon. I have to explain to the guy's family.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize that, like, when someone dies on my watch, like, I send a handwritten letter.
So
at
you
the time.
agree it was on your watch, Batman?
It was on my watch, but it's not my damn fault. Like, get off your high horse. You're not going to Arkham. You're not going to Blackgate.
Yeah.
Because Blackgate, there's a whole thing with, like,
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I'm talking about the next steps for you because you
send me
can't
to
be in
jail
society.
already.
You can't be in society. I am going to send you to a jail elsewhere.
Okay.
There's a town in Wyoming,
Oh,
okay, that I think you're going to go to.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
It's the capital.
Cheyenne is the capital of Wyoming.
believe
I'm not
it is.
asking for a fucking geography lesson, buddy.
Well, you just told me I'm going to Wyoming.
You're going to Wyoming, but like,
Wait, okay, yeah. Go on. What
there's a
else?
city in Wyoming that
Right.
they have a correctional facility for D-listers like you.
Mm.
You're not D-list. I'm sorry, that was rude.
Yeah.
You're like F-list or G-list.
Oh, well, that comes before D. But also, you told
What?
me that I had to look for a D-lister superhero, and I tried one of these on Superman.
I'm still just can't get over the fact that you think Superman is a D-lister.
Yeah,
buddy.
well, and he was
That-
like, oh, this is insignificant. I need to go to space, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, you saw the face of God and you asked him how much does
how hot is fire?
how hot is fire?
Yeah.
Oh my lord! You listen, you're going to Wyoming, buddy.
Okay.
A fate worse than death, just to many.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest.
No, I
There's some
don't
stuff going
disagree.
on in this place in Wyoming. Are you familiar with the city in Wyoming?
Cheyenne.
It's not Cheyenne, buddy.
Then no,
It's not Cheyenne.
Yosemite.
Yosemite's not a city.
Right. Hey, Batman, I think I see the bat signal over there.
Okay.
I think you gotta go.
Well, okay, listen, Commissioner Gores is going to come in. He's taking you to Wyoming, to this correctional facility. Just go through the program, okay?
Yeah.
Just be a good guy.
Am I bringing my son, or is he like...
Hell no.
What? Oh.
Your son should live a full life with this family that
Me.
remains. Well, we'll relocate it.
Okay. Well,
Just like bother someone else with your stupid questions next time. There's like some D-lister over there in this city in Wyoming that like I'll just, you know, if you're gonna ask someone questions, ask someone who is maybe on your level.
so more like a big fish, small pond situation.
It's more like small pond microbe.
Oh.
You're the microbe.
Oh. I thought the superhero was.
No, you're the microbe. The superhero is like a plankton.
Look, I've heard enough, Batman. I'm really bummed, so...
Yeah, I think we're done here, okay? I gotta go. But thanks for another crazy...
Fun?
No.
Exciting?
I think that you and I need to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
No, it's yeah, for sure.
It's
For
me.
sure it's
Yeah.
you.
Great.
You have serious issues. But yeah, let's not do this again.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, okay, bye.